Hi, I'm Penguin42, aka Taylor, and I apologize for not having a stream earlier, but didn't realize that my mom would be home today, and plus I got busy playing Sims on my phone and stuff, so yeah. And this is gonna be really quick because my laptop's about to go dead, but I'm gonna be talking about the best board games ever. So yeah, starting off with the first one, and this is gonna be a two-part series because I realized there were so many board games that I loved, so I had to split them into two. So starting off with the first one, probably the most iconic board game of all time, Monopoly. Monopoly is awesome. I love Monopoly, and you can get into arguments with family members and stuff, but who cares? I don't care because Monopoly is awesome. I mean, everyone knows Monopoly. Everyone has played it, unless you're a part of the royal family, then you don't. But majority of the world has played Monopoly in some iteration of it, and it's awesome. I love Monopoly. Uh, this one actually I have one of them. The other one's underneath my bed. I feel like getting both of them out. But Battleship. So Battleship is actually my favorite board game of all time. I love playing Battleship, and it's awesome. And anytime I play it, I like even if I'm like by myself, I'll find like online versions of it and play it. That's how much I love Battleship. It's awesome. My next one is Sorry. So I used to have and going back to Monopoly, I used to have Monopoly Junior, but my grandparents now have it for some reason. I don't know why they do. And I used to have Sorry. I used to have Disney Sorry, and it was awesome. And I recently played it like over 6 months ago. I played it at camp, this camp I work at, and and I was losing really poorly. Like it was like, oh, let's pick on Taylor Day, and I was getting really mad because I'm super competitive, and yeah, it just did not work out. But I love Sorry, and it's just so much fun. And I used to play it all the time when I was a kid. That and Monopoly Junior. So yeah. The next one on my list is chess. Chess is like a really strategic like game, and you gotta be really smart to play chess in my opinion. And I'm not very smart, but I do like to play chess. I do like to at least test my wits and lose every time. But I learned how to play chess in middle school when I was in seventh grade, and it's really fun. But I think what's even better is checkers. Checkers, like I will play checkers any day of the week. I love checkers. It's so much fun, and it's one of my favorite board games and one that I will always play. So yeah, checkers is amazing. So is chess, but I think checkers is like the stupid person's, no offense, but the idiotic person's chess. It's like if you're not that smart enough to play chess, you play checkers. But who cares? The next one, and this is my final one because my laptop will go dead, and that's why it's really short. I promise next week it'll be a lot longer, but I do have to talk about this one. So I tried playing it a few months back, and I couldn't play it on here because Google messed up and didn't have the Google Hangouts thing anymore, so it didn't work. But the Game of Life, so the Game of Life is a great game. You just basically play through life, and you can either start out going to college or you can start out with your career. And I love playing like doing both, like switching off back and forth. And my best friend, she actually had the Game of Life at her house, and we were here and didn't take as long. So I love the Game of Life. I do, and it's just so much fun. But I've never played the like original Game of Life. Like I've never actually played the board game. I've only done it online, which is kind of, I know, crazy to say, but I just never had it. As a kid, I never had the game of life, but I did, and I still do have. Our army instructor had it in our room, and our army instructor told us to get rid of it. Someone take it, or else he was going to throw it in the trash. So I took it. I took Battleship, and I lugged it around for half the day, pretty much. And my mom worked at the school I was at, so I just gave it to her. Gave it to her later on in the day. But Battleship is my all-time favorite. Monopoly is great too, but Battleship is even better. And yeah, and the best Battleship game I ever played was actually online. It was an online version. I think it was from like Pong or whatever the site is called. I remember playing it on there, and what was so cool is if you hit a power up, if you got like hit one of the power ups, then you got like a special power up. There'd be like one where hit direct missiles, do a direct hit, or there'd be like one where you just hit one missile and go across the screen until it hit one of the ships. That one was cool. There was one that was like in the form of a T, so that was cool. So yeah, Battleship is awesome. If you ever get a chance to play it online. If you can find a version in your store, your favorite board games are, and I might talk about them next week. So don't forget to like,